Hello everyone, this is Jeffsno1gf and I'm coming to you with Crybaby, a Ben-drowned ex-reader. We're going to be starting off with chapter A Shoulder to Cry On. I'm in love with you, she whispered. I stared down at her, tears dripping onto her cheeks, and I leaned down and placed a soft kiss on her lips. I'm so sorry I let him do this to you, I whispered. I leaned my forehead against hers, biting my lip to hold my sobs in. I sat up, seeing the light from her eyes was gone, and she's dead. My best friend just died right in front of me. Wyatt, Ben yelled. I looked back to see Cassie's dad had him pinned, and he was holding the knife up to his throat. My eyes widened, I wiped my tears and stood up, rushing at them. I kicked her father in the gut, making him fall off of Ben. Let's go, I said, grabbing Ben's hand. I ran out of the house, jumping into the car, and I quickly started the car, peeling out of the driveway. I sped down the highway once more, handing my phone to Ben. Call 911. Their address is 863 Northampton. Tell them there's been a murder, and the police need to get there right away, I instructed him. All right, he said, dialing the number. He told them exactly what I said and hung up right after. Do you think that's enough info? He asked. That's more than enough, I said. I pulled over on the highway, resting my head on the steering wheel. Tears sprang into my eyes again as I thought about Cassie. I couldn't save her, I whispered. Lion? Ben said. What? I asked quietly. I can bring her back. She won't be the same, but she'd be alive, he said. How? I questioned, looking up at him. Sunder, she'd have to become a creepypasta, but she'd be able to see you again, he explained. Do we need her body? I asked. He nodded. And you would have to meet Sunder. I'm fine with that. I just want her back, I sobbed. Okay, well, let's get you home and in bed. We're gonna have to wait a bit before we can get her body, he said, putting a hand on my back. I nodded and started the car, heading back home. I opened the front door and put the keys back on the hook. I'm home, I said quietly, walking by my mom. Where's Cassie? She asked. I froze in my tracks. She didn't need us after all, Ben said, leading me up to my room. Oh, all right, my mom said, turning her attention back to her book. I rushed upstairs and flopped onto my bed, burying my face in my pillow. I let out a loud sob, it being muffled by my pillow, and Ben sat down next to me, rubbing my back soothingly. I'm sorry, he said quietly. I sat up and embraced him, burying my face in his chest. He leaned against my wall and sat me in his lap, running his hands through my hair while I cried. After about an hour of crying, I started to fall asleep. Ben still had me in his arms, and I laid there while he was on my phone. Ben, I'm starting to fall asleep, I said quietly. That's fine, he said, shutting off my phone. He laid me down and covered me up and then leaned down next to me. I told you, you're not sleeping in my room, I mumbled. You aren't really in the negotiating position right now. Just get some sleep and we can talk about it tomorrow, okay? He whispered. I just nodded and closed my eyes, feeling him grab my hand from under the covers. He's being so kind to me. Has he forgotten that he literally kills people like me? The only reason he hasn't killed me yet is because of our agreement. Why did he make that deal in the first place? I should be terrified of him, but here I am laying next to him, holding his hand and calling him my friend. I cried in his arms. I even saved him when Cassie's dad attacked him, and I've been helping him, even relying on a murderer. And I'm not even batting an eye. His company is comforting to me. I want him around. I want to give him a shoulder to lean on, and I want to be there for him, just as he's been there for me. I haven't even known him that long, and he's already become such a huge part of my life. And I have a feeling that he'll continue to worm his way into my thoughts. And how is he so damn good at being a good guy? The next morning came, and we didn't have a class. My mom left for work as usual, and I slept in. When I did wake up, I found that my blankets were unusually warm. I peeled my eyes open and came face to chest with Ben. What the hell are you doing? I asked. Just cuddling. His voice was more raspy than usual, so I assumed he had just woken up and that was his morning voice. And might I say, it was kind of really attractive. So, what's for breakfast, babe? He smirked. I don't know. What do you want? I questioned. You aren't going to say anything about... Okay, you know what? Why don't we have eggs and toast? He smiled. Yep, sounds good. When are you going to make them? Oh, and I like my eggs scrambled. I smirked. What? Oh, okay. I can make eggs, no problem. I totally know how to cook, he said, jumping out of bed. Don't move. I'll serve you breakfast in bed, he said, running out of the room. I sat there astounded. Did he really just... Oh god, my kitchen. Ben! Chapter Friends. After Ben nearly caused a kitchen fire, I decided it was best for me to make breakfast, but he insisted on helping me. Okay, so first, you put butter in the pan, and you make sure it's hot enough to melt the butter, but not burn your eggs. But about here should be good, I said, turning the stove on and pointing at a line. Okay, got it. What's next? He asked. Grab the eggs and a measuring cup, along with the milk, salt, and pepper, I instructed. Okay, he said, eagerly grabbing the items. All right, now how many eggs do you want and how do you want them cooked? I questioned. Whatever, and however many you're having, he smiled. Okay, so 2 in scrambled, I mumbled. I cracked the eggs open and put in the additives and then mixed. Ben was right behind me, looking over my shoulder and watching every move I made. So, why do you want to learn all this again? I asked, pouring the eggs into the pan. So I can make you and our kids breakfast, he said casually. I nearly choked on my spit. What? I yelled. What? He asked. First of all, we are not having kids because we are not a couple, nor are we in love. Secondly, I don't need you to make me breakfast, I said. 3 problems with that. 1, we are in love. 2, we are having kids because we're in love. And 3, I don't care if you need me to or not because I want to, he said, holding up 3 fingers. Ben, do you ever give up? I sighed. Nope, get used to it, he said, grabbing me from behind. Let go or I'll flip the eggs on your face, I threatened. I know what else I want on my face, he smirked, winking at me. You are a pig, I rolled my eyes. I finished making our plates and grabbed the orange juice out of the fridge. I set our plates down on the table, grabbed 2 glasses out of the cupboard. Want some orange juice? I asked. Sure, he said happily. I poured us both a glass and sat his down by his plate. Wow, you were such wifey material, he cooed. Shut up, I mumbled, taking a bite. We finished breakfast and I went into a living room, Ben following close behind me. Why do you always follow me around? I sighed. Because I like to watch your butt while you walk, he admitted, looking at my chest. You are literally so disgusting, I mumbled, smacking him in the back of the head. Ow, he groaned. I'm gonna go text Jeff, I said, flipping him off while I walked upstairs. What does he have that I don't? Ben yelled. Respect for woman, I yelled back. I grabbed my phone and sat on my bed, opening my messages. Jeff, can we hang out today? Stabby boy. Sure, is Ben being annoying again? Yeah, sad face. Stabby boy. I'll be right over. We can go get ice cream or something. Me. You're the best. Stabby boy. Yeah, shut up, I know. Me. Is Thunder gonna give you that potion thing that makes you look human? Stabby boy. Yeah. Me. Okay, see you in a minute. Stabby boy. Smiley face. I turned off my phone and grabbed some clothes, then went to the bathroom to change. I made sure to lock the bathroom door so Ben couldn't get in. I decided to change into some ripped blue jeans and a simple white t-shirt that had the Vans logo on it. Once I was done, I did my morning routine, then went back to my room to wait for Jeff. When I walked in, I saw Ben had my phone and was playing a game on it. Don't you have your own phone? I asked. Yeah, but yours has all the fun games on it, he said. Just download them on your phone, I suggested, taking my phone out of his hands. Hey, I was in the middle of a level, he yelled, reaching for it. Jeff is going to be here in a minute and I'll need my phone, I said. Where are you guys going? He asked. To get ice cream, I smiled. Have fun, he said, taking out his own phone. What, no jealousy, I asked. Nope, if you want to get with Jeff, then go ahead. He clearly likes you too, he said, sounding a bit sad. What? I don't like him like that. He doesn't like me either. It's just a friend date, I said, sitting next to him. Besides, I only have my eyes set on one person right now. I laid back against the wall. Who? He asked. You wouldn't know him. I raised an eyebrow. Oh yeah, bet. What's his name? Ben challenged. I don't know if I should tell you or not. I tapped my chin, pretending to think. Oh, come on, just tell me who, he said loudly. Just as I went to speak, Jeff came through the computer. His human look was surprisingly attractive. His hair was a dirty blonde, and his usually icy blue eyes were a calm ocean blue. His skin color wasn't its usual paper white. It was pale, but a normal peach color. His large smile was gone. He was wearing black jeans and a white shirt with a black leather jacket over it. I could see a glimpse of his knife in a hidden pocket on the side of the jacket. Perfect timing, I said, jumping up. Ugh, Ben groaned. Come on, Jeff, I said, linking my arm with his. Jeff shrugged and smirked at Ben. You asshole, Ben yelled. Jeff and I walked down the stairs, and Ben followed behind. Sorry, midget, this is a me and YN day. No annoying assholes allowed, Jeff said, chuckling. And then you shouldn't be going either, Ben said. Well, it just so happens that YN is the one who invited me, so I get a special pass, Jeff smirked. Yeah, whatever. Just use a condom. We don't need any more of you running around, Ben sneered. Ben, shut up. Your jealousy is suffocating me. I rolled my eyes, linking arms with Jeff and waving as we walked out the front door. So you and Ben, huh? Jeff asked. I don't want to talk about it. I rolled my eyes. I just don't get what you see in him, Jeff said. It's more of an emotional attachment, I said. How so? He asked. Well, he's just been there for me, and the other day I went through something traumatic, and Ben was right there comforting me. Not making a single pervy comment the entire time, which is good considering his usual comments. I think it made me realize that he's not all that bad, I said. Jeff hummed. But I don't see him as anything more than a friend. That is the end of those chapters. The chapter after that one is Dairy Queen. And sounds interesting. I kind of like this one. It's like a nice little, like, break from... Which we got the serious one, the Eyeless Jack, that's a serious story. And then we got the Jeff the Killer one that's like all over the place. And then we got this little silly story. And it's got like a lot of dialogue in it, but I kind of like it. It's nice. Something different. But let me know what you guys think about this and get back to me about it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.